What's up, plant lovers? So it's an early spring day here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, Zone 6B. As you can see, some of the crocus are out blooming, and so that's kind of my cue. It's time to do some spring cleaning. So in this video, I'm gonna go through my easy spring cleaning checklist. Now, on my 3-acre property here, I don't really do any sort of autumn cleaning of my beds or of my shrubs. I really wait for the springtime to do everything. So the very first thing that you want to be tackling is removing any of that old herbaceous perennial material from your garden beds. Now, as a reminder, herbaceous perennials are plants such as echinacea, daylilies, iris that don't have any woody stems at the base of the plants. They die back completely over the course of the winter. Some gardeners choose to remove that in the autumn. I prefer to wait until the spring because over the winter time, as it decays, it does a couple of things. It offers a little bit of protection for the root zone, additional kind of warmth, so to speak, and it also can provide housing for some of our overwintering insects as well. And it's super easy to do this in your early spring or even late winter time because most of the time you can just take some shears, cut right through, remove it real quick, or even in certain instances, just use your hands and grab it out and it will just naturally, easily just pull away from the earth. Now, number 2 on the list is not to do anything. It's actually to leave your old leaves on your flower beds. I don't remove any of the leaves from my beds in the springtime. Rather, I allow them to just continue that process of decay naturally. As the weather warms up and the rains come, some of them will continue to wash away, others will break down, and as they do break down, they will enrich that soil. So just let those leaves stay where they are. Any of your perennials that are under the ground are gonna just pop up right through them. And the third thing is you wanna look at your beds and see if there's any areas where the mulch has kind of washed away. You don't want to ever have any bare soil exposed in your garden beds. So that means either using mulches, which I always recommend using just raw wood chips. That's what I use for all of my beds. Or even better would be living mulches, AKA ground covering plants, whether that's hellebores or gallium or thyme, all sorts of ground covers that act as a living mulch. And during this spring garden cleanup checklist, this is when I like to add my slow release fertilizers. I always buy large bulk bags of Osmocote and just sprinkle on across my garden beds, making sure that all of the different sections of each bed gets a little bit of these extra added nutrients. And last but not least is to prune back your shrubs. Now remember, this spring garden checklist does not need to all be done in one day. Garden should be a leisurely activity, should be a gradual activity, so just try to tackle what you can day by day. I'm gonna be coming out with kind of some overarching thematic videos on principles of pruning, so stay tuned for those. But you can also look through my channel to find specific plant-related pruning videos such as Hydrangea paniculata, Hydrangea macrophylla, shrub roses. And with those 5 steps, your garden beds are ready to start growing this spring and into summer, beautifying your life, your home, your soul, your spirit with color, Mother Nature. If you have any additional steps that you like to add into your spring garden cleanup checklist, please make sure and put them down in the comment section below. We have a wonderful community of gardeners here, and the comments are always full of really inspiring advice. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on Plant Vibrations. I will catch you guys next time. Ciao.